Naomi Wako, proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to support the Leader of Majority in moving the Gambling Control Bill 2023, National Assembly Bill number 70 of 2023, as it has just been read. Mr. Speaker, it is clear that gambling is attracting a lot of attention and also has many people who practice in our country. And that is why Gambling Control Bill 2023 is here to seek and replace the outstanding betting, lottery, and gaming act of 1960. This was done. The act of 1960 is long time ago, many years ago, and I believe not many people who are here today were born by that time. The bill seeks to institute a comprehensive legislative framework for the regulation gambling in Kenya with specific emphasis on incorporating safe gambling principles within the sector. Additionally, the bill seeks to establish the Gambling Regulatory Authority, which shall bear the responsibility of licensing, regulating the gambling sector. Mr. Speaker, we have had a lot of challenges, just as I said yesterday with the lottery, that even with gambling, many people have ruined their lives simply because of wasting their money, anticipating to be rich the following day, and in a way, it has also made people to be lazy because they believe in waking up every morning, doing this, and getting rich without working very hard. And so this particular gambling control bill will help us to put in place all the measures that are needed, legislative framework that will guide and regulate gambling in Kenya. And again, just to have the gambling principles within all the sectors, and again having gambling regulatory authority, whereby all the matters that concerns gambling will come under them, and they'll be able, the authority will be able to regulate, the authority will be able to investigate, the authority will be able to act in case of anything. Honorable Speaker, the Department Committee on Sports and Culture, in its consideration of the bill, noted the inadequacy of the current legal and institutional framework in addressing modern challenges existing within the gambling sector. Additionally, the committee expressed concerns about the organization, enforcement, and consumer protection aspects of gambling activities in Kenya. The committee therefore acknowledges the need for comprehensive overhaul for the legal framework relating to gambling in Kenya. Mr. Speaker, those who have been practicing gambling in our country have been exposed in many ways and have not had any protection. Many of them have lost even their properties. Many have even not been given their due rights. And that is why many of the people who have been in gambling have ended up being frustrated fellows, have been moved to depression and all these other things. And many of them keep complaining about the practice and all these other things. And when this bill will be approved, their protection will be assured, and even the people who own the gambling companies will be able to live within that and be able to give the people of our country their due rights. Honorable Speaker, the bill recognizes that gambling is a shared function between the national government and the county government. And it is important for us to know that yes, the policies are made, and it is there for both the national government and also the county government, because most of the people who practice this are within our counties and at the grassroots level. And that is why this will help our country, because it provides for the schedule to the Constitution. The bill, therefore, assigns a specific role to the two level governments and proposes concurrent regulatory functions for the national and county governments in gambling activity. Mr. Speaker, the bill also seeks to do the following. Number one, provide framework for the regulation and control of gambling activity. Once we do that, then we have protected the interest of the people who continue doing this and investing in this particular thing. And even if most of us are not for the idea, now that already most of our people, majority of Kenyans are practicing this, and some believe that it is the only way they can earn their living. Honorable Speaker, the only honorable thing that this House can do is to come up with this bill so that they can be well protected. Again, the bill will be, they expressly provide for the gambling activity that shall be legal in Kenya while prohibiting illegal forms of gambling. Others have taken advantage by doing illegal business here, and so this bill will protect those who have invested and those who have registered and have had their license so that others will not be practicing this illegally. Again, the bill will promote the development of a responsible gambling industry. In the past, some people have been cheating Kenyans and others have been, conning people in different ways, but this bill will bring that to an end. And again, it will minimize the social harm associated with gambling because Kenyans will be given enough education. The last one, the bill will provide for the establishment of mechanism for the resolution of dispute relating to gambling. Again, many people have had conflict, and in order for us to have peaceful coexistence among our people, and also those who are practicing this to enjoy, then we can only put this into practice. Honorable Speaker, in as much as gambling is considered to be demerit good, its regulation brings forth some advantages to Kenya. One of the main highlights of the bill is that it seeks to provide an avenue for the generation of essential revenue for the government. Clause 45 of the bill provides for the payment of gambling tax. And it is on that we have the 15% rate of the gross gambling revenue, and which funds shall be remitted to the Sports, Arts, Social Development Fund, and the net effect of that will of course be positive because through that revenue, many of the people will be able to transform their lives. The artists, the people who are doing sports, young people who are talented in different ways. And in our country today, we have many people who are also negatively affected by drugs because the drug addiction is quite high due to lack of job in our country. And rehabilitation centers will be built. People will be given a lot of counseling. People will be rehabilitated. And maybe we can even come up with a proposal whereby all the people who are rehabilitated can be given some seed money so that they can go and begin a better life, do small businesses here and there so that they can improve their lives. Because of that, we need to support this bill so that it can have that positive impact on our people. And even for those who will be registering and having their license, it is good for them to give back to the society because this is an area where mainly those people who do not have a lot are engaged in because they believe in creating their wealth through this. Then they invest a lot in this. Let even the people who will be licensed give back to the society by going back to the communities, improving their lives, supporting the poor, supporting the vulnerable people, orphans, and even the institutions that take care of vulnerable children in our midst. Mr. Speaker, another key aspect of the bill is that it provides measures to mitigate the harm associated with gambling. These measures include public sensitization, self-exclusion, enforcement against illegal gambling, promotion of responsible gambling, advertising restriction, and criminalization of gambling by young persons. Further, the bill proposes stricter measures to mitigate issues related to gambling addiction. Mr. Speaker, the Department Committee on Sports and Culture have had enough interaction with stakeholders. Submissions have been done. Different ministries, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Ministry of Sports, and all the others have participated, and they have given their views. Mr. Speaker, the committee has considered this, and I take note that gambling.
Give her 1 minute to wind up. Give her 1 minute.
Yes, thank you. Honorable Speaker, I take note that Gambling Control Bill presents comprehensive and modernized approach to the regulation of gambling in Kenya. It aims to balance the economic benefits of the industry. And with those few remarks, I beg to second. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Naomi. Honorable members, I now propose the question. The Gambling Control Bill